all is good, y'all. We just sitting here swerving in a can of paint. Yeah. Today, we're going to talk about minimum wage. Okay, so there's a lot of people talking about they want a minimum wage raised to $15 an hour, right? Okay. That sounds fair, you know? I mean, think about that for a second. The common argument for it is that raising the minimum wage will allow workers who are in poverty to afford things, right? You know, they get a decent wage instead of making $7.25 an hour, you know? And I'll fully admit, if you work 40 hours a week and you make $7.25, you cannot survive off of that. That's what, before the government gets their cut out of your money that you make, that's, I'm going to round that down to 7, 14, 21, 28, 200, so you get $290 a month then, right? Or I'm sorry, a week from working. So that's $580, $1,160 before the government gets a cut. That's not enough, anywhere near enough to live by. No, not even a bit. So, the argument is, okay, you raise it to $15, you're going to double their standard of living, okay? So $15, 40 hours a week. You know, that sounds great, you know? That's, let's see here. That's $600 every week, pretty much, right? So, $240, or $2,400 before the government's cut. Alright, that sounds pretty good, you know? I mean, after taxes, it'd probably be like $1,900. Okay, that sounds great. You know, yeah, that's much more livable than I previously said. And I understand the argument for that and why people want that. But a lot of things that people don't understand about the minimum wage, and I'm not really, I don't really care for politics, because at the end of the day, it's all a bunch of nonsense. They're all just circle jerking each other, looking for a vote. They don't care about you. They're all rich. Anyways, that's for a different discussion, but there's a lot of negative repercussions for raising the minimum wage. First thing being this. When you work a job that's minimum wage, what you gotta understand is that job requires low skill. And it's not to say that you're somebody that requires absolutely no skill. I mean, yeah, you could, you know, have ended up working in the job that you're at because, you know, whatever reason, the economy's crap. That's the only job you can find in your town, whatever. You might have skills that exceed minimum wage, but that's all you're able to get because it's all available to you at the time. So I'm not saying that people that work minimum wage are stupid, but there's low skill involved. If it doesn't require a lot of skill, you have to look at it as when you're an employee for anybody, you're a liability. And I'm a liability too. So if I need labor that is not very skilled, why would I want to charge somebody? Why would I want to pay to somebody to execute, you know, that job for a high price that is way overvalued? You're not going to get that. And so, when you artificially force an employer to give you more, what's going to happen is two things. Number one, you're going to have less people in the workforce, because you're going to have to pay them more, and you're not going to have the resources available. Well, you're going to have, depending on the kind of company you work for, yeah, they're going to have resources that they could employ more people, but they need to keep their liabilities low, so they're going to employ less people because you cost more. And you haven't brought anything extra for that extra money you're now getting. And number two, prices go up. Why do prices go up? Because, look at it, if you were a business owner, whether it be small business or even a large conglomerate, when your prices go up because of an arbitrary law, you don't want that cutting into your profit. So somewhere you have to make up for that loss. And you're going to make up for that loss by effectively raising your prices. Now, that's hard to say how much prices will go up. But, yeah, they'd go up, and you're going to have a loss of jobs. And you see, what also happens is, a lot of people that are in minimum wage jobs, besides people who, maybe haven't done much with their life and are in their mid-30s, or people that are down on their luck, or people that's just a second job for them for a supplement income, you're going to have a lot of people that are, high schoolers and college students, people that are starting out, that are just getting into a job and are learning skills that will help them, move up or supplement them while they get an education and try to move forward in life. So what you're going to inadvertently do by raising the minimum wage as well, now, because you have to pay people more, you're not going to want somebody who's never had a job before paying them $10 an hour. If you have to pay somebody, let's say $10 or $15 an hour to perform the same job, you're going to want somebody who at least has some skill. So you're going to take away jobs from people that are in need of skills that could learn something from that job, and now you're going to give them to older people who already have skills that now are actually, they're overqualified. They could be doing something better. So, yeah. That's it.